Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. Back here at the Forsaken Inn, gonna go talk to our good friend, Gaderick Muntz, about maybe gaining some trust with the Eglain so that we can finally meet Radagast Brown.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Candaith is a good man who has taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. For his sake and our continued friendship with him, I hope that you are worth the risk. We are a simple people who wish to remain apart from society, but there are efforts that all must undertake to survive, and we will ask you for assistance to prove that you are worthy.
I'm sorry, did you need something?
You have toiled long, and we are grateful for all that you have done. You appear to have the best intentions towards our people. For this, we will grant you the request you ask. So I think, because I've already done a ton of quests for this guy, that they're already trusting of me.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
You have been patient, Kippen. You must understand, we are solitary people. We hold our friends dear to us and protect them as we can. Radagast is such a friend, and is here at our behest of our leader to aid us with a terror emerging from a long slumber. He has taken residence in the ruins of Routh, the place we call home. You are welcome to make the journey to the east. The ruin is north of the Great East Road, before the road snakes between the northern and southern swamp. Seek Radagast within the tower. Perhaps there is a way that you can aid him as well. He will surely aid you. Okay. Excellent, so we can finally go meet Radagast from the Hobbit movies and the Hobbit book, if you have ventured into those stories, which I hope you have. I remember I got detention once in like 7th grade. I don't know what I did, but there was a Hobbit book there, and that's when I read it in detention in 7th grade for the first time. My first reading of The Hobbit. Alright, let me head on over to the Eaglin camp, because I have an absolute overwhelming number of quests to turn in here. All of those, look at that. All those green check marks, it's beautiful, I love seeing it. So I do have to turn all of those bad boys in. And then Routh is going to be right here, and we can see Radagast. And we're just making our way across. We've done a lot of quests in this area. And then, obviously, there's going to be a lot of quests here in Routh. But we're definitely clearing things up here in the Lowlands. Looks like the epic quest finally caught up with my level. This is a level 28, or 27 quest. And I'm level 28. So, we're pretty caught up, I guess. I've been a little bit over-leveled, but that's okay. Again, I don't mind being a little bit over-leveled because I'm going to be tackling the content solo. So, for example, there are going to be instances here at the end that I'm going to have to try to do. And it's hard to find groups for, so it's always better to be a little bit stronger as opposed to a little bit weaker. It's a very steep hill. Alright, let's turn in some quests finally. Look at all of those, dude. Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
This is intolerable.
We will ensure that none of these relics were taken from the tombs of the men who perished within the ruins in ages past. If they are not, they will be used to feed and clothe our people. If they prove to be stolen from tombs, they will be buried once more to honor the fallen. You have proven yourself a brave and honorable warrior, Kippen, and your aid is valued by the Eaglin.
Why are you bothering me?
The loss will not be forgotten. The goblins have wrought much pain upon my people, but not as much as others. The spiders in these lands are filled with the true malice of an intelligence unseen. Your efforts give my mind some measure of ease. Thank you.
Tell me what you need or move along.
Worthy finds, Kippen. These will fetch enough food for many families in Routh. You are becoming a true friend of the Eaglin. So many perished when the half-breeds approached from the south. It is painful to recall. For now, know that you have done a great good for all of us.
This is intolerable.
These treasures did not appear to be more than old tarnished coins, but they are valuable to many collectors. Customers from Bree will often purchase them by bartering food or other goods for these coins. Any soul diligent enough to search through the ruins will sooner or later stumble upon many of these coins. The half-orcs in the north scour the ruins even now in such an effort.
Tell me what you need or move along.
Ah, so the half-breeds will not run. No matter, the grip of the White Hand is loosened. I think that they will not trouble us again thanks to you. Your efforts on behalf of the Eaglin will not be forgotten, Kippen. Let me pick some junk here.
What is this world coming to?
You have proven a great friend to my people, Kippen. I will keep these for now. My brother and I were sent to the west in search of assistance. The Eaglin are in grave danger and need more assistance than our kin can provide. Already there is one who visits us, following the Black Riders out of the west, but even he has been given pause upon seeing the red waters of the swamp near our home. We face a danger greater than the orcs, goblins, and evil dwarves together. I will leave the rest of my elders to explain. You have earned this reward, my friend. He has a new quest for me.
I'll not be ignored.
My brother and I agree that you are a proven ally, Kippen. Though there is much to do here in Anunlos, I would ask you to find your way to the east. There are others of my kind who will want to speak with you. Where Nain Enid meets Talith Gone, look to the north, for there you will find Routh, the home of the Eaglin. Our people are not accustomed to visitors, and they will not treat you in a manner to which you are used. Do not be deterred by their hesitance. They are unused to outsiders, but they will have need of adventurers willing to help with their troubles. Speak with Friedrich the Elder and tell him of the deeds you have performed on the behalf of Hunlof Muntz and his brother Gaderick, and Friedrich will explain the threat facing our people. Alright, those are a lot of quests.
Can't a body be left alone?
This one is rather tough, and this one a bit tender. No matter. They're all going to go into the grinder nonetheless. A pinch of sicklefly eyes, a dollop of gooey crawler flesh. Really tasty things, crawlers. This will take me a while, I'm afraid. This guy's gross, man.
Might I have a word with you?
Look at this guy. Ungaris. What a terrible name. It's going to take a while before the special meal I am preparing will be ready. What should I do in the meantime? I have it. Wargs are mean-tempered sorts of beasts, and they're smarter than your everyday wolf. Stronger, too. That means that they can get angry, and if they can get angry, they can make mistakes. The logic of that all works out. I'm sure of it. Now, you listen well. Go east, go to the far side of Nain Enid, and search the wilderlands off the road near Oscern for wargs. Defeat all of those that you find. Let's get them good and angry, and their leader is sure to come forth hungry to taste some flesh.
Well, the gall of some folk.
The fur's certainly softer. I may take one of these for my own betting. I owe you a bit of coin, I think, Kippen. I can think of nothing else that I need done at the moment. You have done wonders for me and freed me to see all of my other duties. Right, and then finally this guy.
Woe to me.
Heroes come from unlikely places. You've done very well, Kippen. Were I braver, I would have waded into those goblins on my own. While we may have dealt a blow against the goblins here in the west, it's unlikely that the tribe will scatter to the wind. They're well organized for goblins, almost as if there is a purpose to their actions. Something tells me that the Lowlands is in for bad times, well, worse than usual. We'll survive, we always do, and thanks to you, we may be able to handle the goblins near our inn. I promised you a gift. This was mine when I was still young enough to use it. I pass it to you now. May it treat you as well as it did me. Okay, and I can take any of these. I'll just take that. Okay, so I need to kill some wargs, and then I can finally head on towards Routh, which is going to be the main town here in the Lowlands. Home of the Eaglin, of course, as has been foreshadowed. Not so much foreshadowed as blatantly told to me. Take a look at the map. Alright, so wargs are going to be all up here on the east road. I just hope I don't have to run back and turn that quest in all the way back there, man. That would be a bit of a hassle. There's little enemies scattered everywhere here. Let's see what this is. Deed completed. Tales of the Lonely Road. Let's see what I still got here. Still got a bunch of deeds. Of course, I'll be doing those at the end of the season. As always. See a warg there. Just a bunch of wargs here. It's like a warg pit. Nice. Wow, that was nice. A lot of kills. I don't know why I targeted that archer all the way back there. That didn't make sense. No, I don't want to do this. It did level up, which is kind of cool. Level 29. Doesn't look like I got any new skills. Do need to kill more wargs though. That was 6 of them. I need 4 more. I'm a little laggy. Get rid of that. Okay, let me go see if I can find some more wargs. There's one right there. And I need 2 more. I don't know. I think I killed all the ones in this little circle. I would have to wait for them to respawn, which I don't want to do. I hate waiting. But at the same time, I don't want to go further ahead because I have a feeling I'm going to have to go back to that hobbit to turn this in. Whatever. I'll press on ahead and we'll see where that gets me. See, that's a poorly planned quest because it's having you go further along in the Lowlands and then having to backtrack for no reason to turn it in. It's not very well planned in my opinion. Unless, of course, it lets me turn it in somewhere else. I'm just assuming that I'm going to have to go back to the Hobbit. I don't see anyone, man. Some spiders over here. But no wargs. There's one. Alright, I need one more. One more warg. Let's do this. There's the victim. Okay, perfect. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way back and talk to that guy. Damn it. You know what? I'll probably edit myself over there because that's pretty far and it's just backtracking. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, I'm back here at the Eaglin camp. Let's turn the quest in.
It's been a foul day, it has.
So you defeated a good number of wargs. You've a hand for this, that much is certain. I finished my cooking too. I think maybe not quite yet, but I'm sure this will draw out their leaders, and then you'll defeat them and make the road safe for travelers. What's what? And then we'll have more guests at the end. This guy talks funny, man.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Once you finish this last errand, the wargs will no longer be a threat to the travelers along the Great East Road. There's a signpost on the road through Nain Enid, and a path near the signpost winds southwards. Of course, that is northwards from here. If you follow the path as it slopes into a mild depression to the southwest, you will arrive at a stone structure like an ancient table or a flat section of ruin. Bring the gruel I have prepared to that table and pour some of it onto the stone. I am certain that the leader will come running for food, thinking it the cooking of some foolish hobbit. When you have slain the creature, come back here. Of course you're gonna make me go back and forth to you. God. So, gotta kill Shadepaw. It's not that far, about 600 meters. And then there's also a dwarf, apparently, that I have to talk to over here. I had that quest while I was editing out running back here, though I just kind of put them back on my tracker. I forgot. So this one... I forgot where I got this quest from, but I've had it for a while. Alright, let's go kill Shadepaw. Now you can tell that in some of these earlier regions, they're very descriptive about where to go for the quest. Because at this point in the game, they hadn't implemented the quest tracker yet, so you literally had to like figure out where to go without the little arrows on your minimap, or any of the hints here on the actual map. You just kind of had to figure it out on your own. Really? Really, dude? God, man. Come on, then. Come on, buddy. You really want to die. So let's put all that food on there. Okay. And let's see if the warg approaches. Is that the guy I gotta kill? I don't know. Where's Shadepaw? There he is. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. And there we go. Perfect. So, let me go back to the Hobbit one more time. And again, I'll edit myself over there. That way, you don't see me just running back and forth. That's no fun. Okay, back here once more.
Well, the gall of some folk.
We did it. You watch. Those wargs will think twice about tracing down anyone now that you've slain their leader. We'll be the heroes of the Forsaken Inn, you'll see. I owe you, friend. Here, take one of these for all that you have done. Excellent. Can finally move on past here. So, let me talk to this dwarf. He's about halfway from here to Osgiliath, where I am going. And then I can finally go to the heart of the Eaglin encampment. It's gonna be exciting. And beat Radagast. So he's right in the hills, just like dwarves should be. Now in the last episode, I got the Troll Slayer deed here in the Lowlands, and I was trying to remember where trolls live here. But I think they live here in the swamp, if I'm not mistaken. That deed is a bit of a pain to do because the trolls have a lot of health, so it's slow to grind. Usually what I've always done on my characters is I come back to these lower level regions once I'm much higher level to do the deeds. That way they go by faster, but for the purposes of this playthrough, I kind of want to do them as I go, area by area. So it might take me a little longer to do deeds, but that's okay. Right, here we have some dwarves. Let's talk to them.
Well met, friend.
An elf sent you? Good man, he. It is true that the two within the cavern came from the west. I came here long ago and live among the Eglain, but duty tells me to come with these cousins of mine and aid them in their search. Hundelfold's right to send you. Something is amiss here. We are still not entirely sure what it is.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
I sometimes think I ought never have left the mountains and the home of my ancestors, but I sought after a life of adventure. After too many years looking, I found myself lost and then found again here amongst the Eaglin. I have been here a long time now, and consider myself one of them, but there are remnants of my own heritage that never stray, friend, and those remnants get stirred in times like these. I hear rumors of dwarves working with orcs to despoil the tombs beneath the ruins of Thendobel to the south. I wish to know what kind of dwarf would tolerate orcs, much less design... What is that word? Dying to work alongside them. Go to Thendobel and bring me one of their banners. I have never seen the word dying before. Alright, so... I guess let's do that. There's also a quest ring in here. I don't want to go in there just yet, because I think our friendly dwarf is going to send us in there once I get this banner. So let me start with that. There's a banner right here. And there are some Dourhands. No, these are Shornbeard outlaws. I was just assuming they were Dourhands. Because they're always causing mischief on the dwarf side of things. Alright, let's see.
Greetings, traveler.
I know this place, and my father told me of a revolt and a battle long ago against a host of elves in Eaglin. Skogrim, their leader, the leader of the Dourhands, to whom this place belongs, led the assault and drove the Dourhands to near destruction. Buried beneath the mountains was he, by the quick action of the elves' leaders, who sacrificed himself to deny Skogrim victory. Dourhands in league with orcs. Grim news indeed, and there is no doubt of what must come next.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
This dwarf is not one to brook betrayal, and I know now that the Dourhands are betrayers to all the free people. Consorting with orcs is deserving of only one punishment. I'll not say that I am pleased by this situation, Kippen, nor will I look an opportunity sidelong when it stares me in the face. Dwarves or not, these Dourhands need to be dealt with, and you seem to be more than suitable to the cause. I have a request of you, then. Return to Thunderbell and wreak vengeance upon the Dourhands in the name of all the free people. But let us see something good come out of this evil. Bring me the axes of the Dourhands, for the metal is not evil, and dwarf metal can be used to the benefit of us all. Okay. So, time to go kill some dwarves. Or maybe I can kill some in there. And also this guy has another quest for me.
Welcome. You have come at a most fortuitous time.
Somewhere in Mythenross, there is a dwarf who oversees the labors of the Dourhands. Though the Dourhands have gone against the nature by consorting with orcs, all hope for them may not be lost. Find the overseer of the Dourhands and defeat him. His defeat may break the resolve of his followers, and they may well return from the dark path upon which they tread. Bring me evidence of the overseer's downfall, and I will hold you honored for your efforts on behalf of the Eaglin. The overseer will be savvy and strong. Be wary if you hope to defeat him. Okay. So I bet they're all in here. So let me go. Let's go inside. This episode might be a little bit longer, but that's okay. I think you guys enjoy a longer episode every once in a while.
Will you help me?
There is something within these walls, something of value. I can feel it. Orcs likely can too, and of course the Dourhands know. But they seem more interested in the ruins to the north and west. The orcs are fine at making weapons and crude tools, but if my feeling is right, they require specific tools. I bet that is what the Dourhands are giving them. Hunt down the orcs and see what they are getting from the Dourhands. Return to me when you have evidence that there is something going on between the Dourhands and orcs in this ruin. You know what? I'm gonna give you guys some suspense. We're gonna leave this for the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. We're gonna explore the ruins here and try to figure out what's going on between the Dourhands and the orcs. That waterfall looks really weird, man. That's okay. Alright, see you guys next time.